the ordinary lay person down to the very simplest person is capable of apostleship. And that was never dreamt of in earlier times. I had been thinking and thinking and thinking over the name. And there is in my room at home a very beautiful picture of Our Lady. And I stood in front of that looking at it. And into my mind came the Legion of Mary. Ordinary, simple people showing a degree of spirit which seemed to be limitless. I ventured down the prognostication to them that they would encompass the whole world. They thought it so funny that they must have consumed the best part of 5 minutes in uproarious laughter. Such was the respect with which my prophecy was treated.
Oh, if you've got a wing, oh, take her up to Ringo, where the waxy sing, oh, all the day. If you had your fill of porter and you can't go any further, give your man the order, back to the quay. And take her up to Monto, Monto, Monto. Take her up to Monto, Langaroo. To you. Oh, you heard in a bookshot Foster, the dirty owl imposter.
The art anspecialtas a gahar bhfuil an tanam Monto agus tháinig sé sin as Sráid Montgomery agus is ceantar stríopachas a bhí ann.
Take me up to Monto, Monto, Monto. Take me up to Monto, Langaroo. To you.
Bhí seo có cáilúil sin fiú gur luag é in san Encyclopedia Britannica a dúsan chéads. The cha an slí cinál súil chaach an bhaib seo. Adas nar chu sé bhaim na sráidena Sevra agus go raibh daoine feicálacha na sráidena bhealach ba chumalód am rud a go raibh sé faoin chearpéid.
I had become very interested in this question of the street girl. They were regarded as models of appalling depravity. I felt that something should be done about it, of converting that type of girl. There were 5 women in the room, one of whom was in bed. To her we directed our attention because she seemed, to my way of thinking, to be about to die. I went out into the street and there was a tough-looking young customer and said, like a good chap, would you go on down to Store Street and get a cab for us? So in less time than you could imagine, he was back in the cab. Next second, out comes the poor girl wrapped up in blankets, and off she rolls to the Loch Hospital. When she arrived there, she was at once rushed to bed. The priest was got and the last sacraments given to her. And the matron said that 1 hour longer without medical attention and she would be dead. Father Creedon, Father Devan and I met at the door of the government buildings and we asked for Mr. Cosgrave and we were brought into him. And between the 3 of us, we covered the sensational events. He became so interested and excited himself that he got up and he paced up and down the room as this narrative went on. We were given a letter from Mr. Cosgrave's handwriting informing us that the premises number 76 Hawkwood Street had been placed at our disposal free of rent or rates for a period of 3 months. There was an evening fixed, and on this particular evening, the place was officially to shut down, and they were, every girl was to report over to Sancta Maria. A lot of these girls, you know, would have one man where there would be an affection. Yeah. One girl gave me the name of a man, and I went off and visited him. And he said to me, "Do you think that she will persevere?" And I said, "I think she will." Well, that marriage took place, and I was the best man, and one of the girls was the bridesmaid. At that stage, I got an opportunity of leaving the civil service. I had for quite a time been suffering from the realization that the two things were incompatible. I used to even think sometimes that I was dying under the strain. In any case, the end of that was that I quit.
I can see Hassan down Almsa Garima, Marian over in the Legion, a carn of sauce and a himple. The Hreta and Khair and Shielega, Vina Bruna Shah, Morning Star Hassel, Saint Maria Hassel, so Harikar. A hybrid a sure in Sanam Kenagra Shagira, Jabakanya, Shias Marajafa, in Sanan Agrish.
In the 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, Ireland appears a foreign country, and young people would find it very, very difficult to relate to those nuns walking on the street, priests in every photograph, things that people just cannot relate to. It's an alien world.
I myself would be daring enough to say that the Vatican Council number 2 represents an act of faith in the Legion of Mary. That's the great success of the Legion. It's mobilisation of those people of the world who would have been deemed unfit for apostleship. And that's what Pope Paul said. What I like, he says, most about the Legion of Mary is that it knows how to use the little people.